Okay, so today I'm gonna go over a day of eating on a bulk for me. Let's get into it. Okay, so first thing is obviously it is 8:40 in the morning. We're gonna be making my breakfast. So I'm gonna get some butter in the pan. I'm gonna be making scrambled eggs here. Very simple. And one thing I do, because I'm still towards the beginning of this bulk, is I actually only use one egg and then I use egg whites to fill in. And egg whites are lower in calories. So then when I need to add more calories on this bulk, I can that way. But as of right now, I can just use this. Also, I prefer the taste. I don't know why. It's a little weird, but whatever. So put the butter in the pan. I'm about to crack this egg. And I'm realizing I'm gonna need to wash my hands. So let's cut back when in like a second. Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to mix up this one egg in here. This isn't the only thing I have for my breakfast, but I have a little bit more with it, which I'll show you. I also do drink, let me grab it quickly. It's a greens drink. I drink, actually I'm not gonna give the brand a shout out, no free shout outs, but I take my creatine with it as well, so. This has like 50 calories in it, and I drink this, I just make sure I finish it before I start eating my breakfast. So I mix that up. This is gonna sound really weird, but I've measured it out before, but the way I figure out how much egg whites to pour in is I literally get it to, I don't know if you can see this, but I get it to this part of the fork, right around there. And that for me is a big enough like serving size to fill me. So it's about the equivalent of adding 3 eggs worth, or three servings of this. Let me just throw this back in the fridge. All right, so I'm gonna throw my black pepper in. Gotta get pepper in your scrambled eggs. Sometimes I will say I do throw in turmeric to help with inflammation. Not doing it today, but all right, so we're gonna get the pan going, melt the butter, throw that in. And the only other thing I have with this, as I throw in my butter, is I do some Greek yogurt. Now, typically I don't use this brand. I ran out, so I got that quickly yesterday, but I typically use the Lucerne Greek yogurt. I usually use the low fat. I don't really know what the difference is, but this is the one I use. Sometimes I use the non-fat. It's honestly just what they have in the store, but I like the Lucerne brand. Then I throw strawberries on top. So I'll probably throw the equivalent of like 4 strawberries, 4, 5, 6, somewhere on there, strawberries on top. And then I'll do a honey drizzle. The reason I do this is I used to just do eggs for breakfast, but I noticed after my lifts, I was so tired. And I realized it's because I was going into my lifts having no carbs. So carbs. And that basically just energizes me for the lift and gets me to have a better lift. So, all right. I'll throw the macros up on screen at some point, but I do believe this is about 700 calories, maybe 650, something like that. And as I said, if you needed more calories for your breakfast for whatever reason, you could switch to only eggs for that, because I believe the ratio would be like 1 egg white. The equivalent of an egg from an egg white is 25 calories to 70 calories-ish, somewhere around there. So I can add 50 calories pretty easily, and I can do it multiple times, because I would add, for me, I'd probably go up from 1 egg to 4 eggs. So 4 eggs would be 280 calories, whereas this is 70 calories from that 1 egg, and then 75 from the egg whites. All right, but I'll just show you guys a picture of this at the end, because this is like, you guys don't need to see how to cook it. I'm really just making scrambled eggs and plopping strawberries on top of some yogurt, but all right, I will catch you guys in the next meal. Okay, so sorry about the breakfast picture. I completely just started eating and forgot. So it is what it is, but obviously there was more eggs on the plate. This one, I didn't even record me making it because it's literally so simple. It's a protein shake that I literally just throw milk and protein powder in. Like, that's it. So I'm gonna have this, and then I have 3 pieces of bread with some strawberry, I think it's technically preservatives, whatever the difference is, I don't know. And that's literally the entire meal. The whole point of this is just to be a snack that gets me a solid amount of calories in, but isn't very filling. Because it is like 11:45-ish right now, so I'm probably gonna eat. I'm probably gonna start cooking my lunch at like 1:30. So I want something that'll like tide me over till then, but isn't gonna fill me a lot. So I'll pop the macros up on the screen. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd recommend for you guys to eat this meal. It's just something. I'm probably gonna change this out once I move back home in like a week and a half, but this is what it is right now. So figured to show you guys. All right, I will catch you at the next meal. Okay, so the next meal is gonna be to be making burgers. So I have my grill here. This is preheating. Got the burgers here. I'm gonna be throwing cheese on top, pepper jack. I'm gonna be throwing 2 eggs on it as well. So already got butter in the pan. Got my 2 eggs here. Then I'm gonna be having asparagus with it, which I'm about to throw that in the microwave now. Just steam that for, I do about 8.5 minutes. Then we got the buns here. I'm gonna toast these, but I'm gonna start this melting. Get the butter starting to melt while this just lit up green. So we're gonna throw the burgers on. Bought these yesterday. Whew. That sounds good. Close that up, wash our hands. So honestly, for like the cooking aspect of it, this is a very simple meal to make because like the burgers are sitting on the grill, not like I'm doing anything, not mixing nothing, doing anything. I'm gonna throw these buns in here to toast, and then I'm just making eggs. Like it's a very simple, easy meal to make, especially because those are very thin patties. So like you don't really have to know how long to cook them for. It's kind of easy to figure that out. And I'm just melting cheese at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna spread the butter on the pan. Now I cook the eggs not over easy, but I like cook them in the pan like this. Like I don't scramble them. I think that's weird on a burger. I make it like a fried egg. Yeah, I'll throw the macros up on screen. This is like supposed to be a very filling meal for me. It'll tide me over for a couple hours till I have my last meal for the day. As I said, I'll throw the macros up. My guess is this is probably like around 1,000 calories because I also use this sriracha mayo on it. This stuff is so good. I love this stuff, genuinely. So I'm going to crack the eggs now. Timing the eggs, honestly, so that they don't like over or undercook is 1,000% the hardest part of this, and I've always failed at it. So maybe one day I'll figure it out, but today likely won't be that day. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook because there really isn't anything else to show you guys because we're just throwing the cheese on it a little bit, but I realized I just walked off screen mid-sentence. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna let these eggs cook now, throw the cheese on that a little bit when it's done, let those toast, let the asparagus steam, but that is pretty much it. So I will show you guys a picture, and this time I will try and remember to take the picture before I start eating. But yeah, it's just gonna be 2 burgers with eggs on each of them, cheese, buns, asparagus. All right, I'll catch you there. Okay, so we're on to the last meal. So I'm boiling some water here. I'm gonna be making some pasta. I end up using somewhere between 2 to 3 servings of pasta. Like typically like a box like this, it has 7 servings in it. And I'll usually it'll usually leave me 2 meals, and then I'll have like that much, if you can see left, like it's like barely anything. So for this meal, I'm probably gonna use a little bit from here and then like a little bit from here. It's about 2-3 servings of pasta. Then I throw ground beef in it. So I already cooked this the other day. So I'm gonna throw this in, get some protein. This is a little bit more than I would normally throw in, but I don't feel like leaving like just a few pieces. Obviously, you use pasta sauce. I use a spicy one because I like it spicy. Gonna throw some crushed red pepper flakes in because I like that as well. And then I'm gonna throw some mozzarella, just a little bit, maybe like a serving, which a serving is what? It's a 1/4 cup. So yeah, maybe like a 1/4 cup of cheese. I'll just sprinkle on top to like melt. Just makes it taste a little better. But I'm gonna be honest, if you need me to show you how to cook this, like, you need some help. You need some help in other places. It's literally just making pasta, basically. But I'm also gonna have some asparagus with it again, like I did for lunch. So thought I'd throw that in the microwave, actually. Because I do a green with every meal, and I typically do broccoli or asparagus. Those are the 2, because it's just so easy to make both of them. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys a picture of this and pop that up now. All right, but with that said, definitely try out some of these meals. I don't know if I said this earlier, but like I kind of focus on just the amount of calories. Like this isn't what I eat every day. This is these are the typical meals that I rotate in and out. But for me, like let's say, I don't know the exact number for this meal, but it'll probably be somewhere around 1,000, 1,200 calories, will I guess. So like if I rotate it out, I just can make sure that the other meal is gonna be the same amount of calories. It's gonna be somewhere around that 1,000, 1,200 mark. And honestly, after that, I don't really care too much what I'm eating. I try and eat relatively healthy, like y'all didn't see no junk food today. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to try some of these out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next Sunday at 5 p.m. Catch you there.